There are men who don't chase women, not because they don't like them or because they are indifferent, but because something deeper is already intact inside their minds. They are not loud, and they don't perform. They move calmly, speak clearly, and never rush a connection. And once you notice it, you realize their quietness isn't emptiness. It's clarity. Here's what psychology reveals about men like this. 1. They are comfortable with uncertainty. Most men don't chase women. They chase certainty. Certainty that they are wanted, that they didn't mess things up, and that the story ends well. Psychology calls this uncertainty intolerance. The discomfort we feel when outcomes aren't guaranteed. Men who don't chase have trained themselves to sit inside that discomfort. They don't rush to close the loop. Neither do they let it stay open. And the moment you stop chasing certainty, your behavior softens. 2. They don't let attraction hijack their nervous system. Attraction isn't just emotional. It's physical. Heart rate rises, thoughts narrow, and the urge to act increases. For many men, that surge takes over. They text faster, explain more, and push more. Men who don't chase notice the surge and let it pass. They don't confuse excitement with urgency. Psychologically, this is nervous system regulation. Their energy stays steady, and steady energy feels safe and strangely compelling. 3. They see connection as mutual, not earned. Chasing often comes from a quiet belief. If I do enough, she'll choose me. Men who don't chase don't see connection as a reward. They see it as mutual interest unfolding. If it flows, they stay. If it doesn't, they don't force it. That removes pressure from both sides. And without pressure, presence shows up naturally. 4. They've learned that withdrawal isn't loss. Most men fear stepping back because it feels like losing. Men who don't chase understand something deeper. Distance doesn't always mean disconnection. Sometimes it means clarity, self-respect, and emotional recalibration. They don't disappear. They step back when something feels off, not to test or to punish, but to listen to themselves. And self-trust changes how people experience you. 5. They value their own time more than validation. This is foundational. Men who don't chase have full inner lives. Work, purpose, solitude, direction. So attention from a woman is more like an addition. Psychologically, this shifts the dynamic without effort. When your time already matters to you, others feel it. 6. They are not afraid of being misunderstood. Many men chase because they fear being misread. What if she thinks I don't care? What if I come off cold? Men who don't chase accept something early. Being misunderstood is part of being authentic. They don't rush to clarify everything. They don't over-explain. Psychologically, this shows self-definition. They know who they are, even if someone else doesn't yet. And that quiet confidence creates intrigue. 7. They don't abandon themselves to be chosen. This is the core. Chasing often means shrinking, ignoring your intuition, tolerating misalignment, and prioritizing approval over truth. Men who don't chase don't abandon themselves to be liked. They stay aligned with their values, even when attraction is strong. Psychology calls this internal congruence, because alignment feels solid, predictable, and safe. This isn't about pretending not to care. This is about caring without collapsing. They have learned how to stay rooted in themselves, even when emotions rise. If this felt familiar, you already understand more than you think. Hit subscribe.